So we don't have enough troops to do this. We clearly just don't have enough troops to do this. Unless, is there an army that I'm missing somewhere? These guys just got beaten. These guys just got beaten. There's these guys up here. These guys who are about to lose. There's a very small chance that we could combine the troops that we have left into a workable force, but I doubt it, actually. Yeah, basically our only other option at this point is to use our entire combined army as a giant wrecking ball. They should be taking an absurd amount of attrition, so there's that, which is nice. But yeah, they outnumbered us in every possible area. Queen of France wants to marry one of her relatives to our kinswoman who... Why do they always want to marry the relatives that have a venereal disease? I don't know why this is exactly. Yeah, you can be a commander. Alright, so this is what we have left. We have 28,000 men. Let's see, we could raise not much more than that. This also includes retinues and holy orders. And they have lots of stacks that are quite a bit bigger than that. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see if we can get creative with this. Price of decadence. The Abbasids have been overthrown. They were around for a long time by the Klizmids. So they lost the Caliphate like hundreds of years ago in a decadence revolt, and now they have lost... They rebuilt their empire, and they have lost it again. Oh, wow. And also, the Horn of Africa got conquered, it looks like, except for this little sliver right here. Interesting. Well, too bad for them. Yeah. So we have officially not yet reached the point, as we've just discovered, where we can unilaterally kill everybody in literally the entire world. But let's see what we can do here. Let's see what damage we can still do. Yeah, that's just too many dudes. That's a clear-cut case of too many dudes. Alba needs a new viceroy. Any reason we shouldn't just give it to this guy? Because he's ambitious. How about the Isles? He's a kid. Clydesdale, maybe? Hunchback. He has decent stewardship, though. We'll give it to him. Oh! Albany doesn't even have a ruler. That's why. So, Albany is basically just this. She's already a duchess. So yeah, we should give it to him. Grant Viceroyalty, Albany, include lower titles. Grant Viceroyalty, Alba, include lower titles. Alright, and he doesn't hate us, so that's nice. We need a new commander. Duke of Lancaster looks like a good choice. We need to educate this kid. Looks like he'd make a fantastic warrior. Okay, speaking of warriors, and we now have a severe budget deficit. What exactly is costing us so much money? Retinue upkeep, mostly. So maybe we should wait until our retinues are rebuilt to declare any more wars. We've healed back up to 30k troops, so if we can kill these guys before they get too many reinforcements, we might actually be in good shape. Oh, he's a coward. I never should have made him a commander. That's probably part of why we're losing. So you can lead a flank. You're a direct leader, so I'm actually going to stick you in the middle, and then this guy can lead the other flank. Alright. Apparently we got some bird-headed knights going on. Oh, my apprentices keep dying before I can finish teaching them the ways of being a motherfucking wizard. Alright, you're my new apprentice. Welcome to the team. Yeah, they're just gonna pour reinforcements on us all day and all night. It looked for a second there like we might pull something off, but yeah, this is a disaster. We're gonna have to probably surrender. So we lose 75 piety, 150 prestige. Catholic gets -3 moral authority. Aztec gets +3. Not the worst thing in the world. Oh, and we had to pay him like 1,000 gold. Okay. Well, lesson learned. We are gonna have to. We're gonna have to wait for our threat to decay down to at least 74% before we declare wars from now on. And we got a bunch of thieves guilds and shit too. So. All right. Well. So the new of course, underfunded sheriffs everywhere. The new challenge of this campaign is remaining entertaining for the last 150 years. While we have to wait for our threat to go down. So I don't think there's really a whole lot else we can do. We've already ascended to the top of our society. I mean, we can start building buildings, I suppose. And hopefully our vassals will do some conquering in the meantime as well, but... yeah, at this point I just want to finish this campaign to say that we actually finished a 769 to 1444 campaign on this channel. So we definitely aren't gonna stop playing, but I think we're kind of to a point where I might even start editing the episodes down when there's nothing really interesting going on, because I don't really know what else is going to necessarily keep this interesting if we can't even go to war anymore. Or we have to wait so long between wars. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Lots of notifications. Secrets of the world. Let's go look for them. Definitely brave as opposed to dull. Foul spider. No raiding labs. I actually would like it if I could just forbid the raiding of labs as the Grand Magister or whatever. The Divine Being told me to give all my money to a megachurch, so I'm gonna lose 1 stewardship. That's how I'm interpreting that one. So here's something we can discuss. While we're talking about it, I don't think this kind of thing should be allowed to exist in CK2. We have this like snaky Mongol empire that's broken up in multiple places by independent states. I think you should have very high chance to lose any territory that is that non-contiguous and isn't even connected by sea to like rebels or something. Definitely would like if CK3 does something about the border gore. That would be nice. Oh, we can continue trying to cure cancer. That's something we can do. Let's just do the tested treatment. Let's see. Toad guts. Sounds good. As likely to cure cancer as any other treatment we could possibly come across in the Middle Ages. Do I have a truce with the Aztecs, by the way? Let's see. If I want to declare war on them right now... I'll have to not be bankrupt. A truce until September 1st, 1299. Okay, so... should be enough time for us to get out of debt, I would hope. Just gonna post up the Knights of the Realm in Bordeaux here. And get ready to ring in a new century. Awesome, and now we're going to get a million notifications about rounding up thieves guilds and shit. Let's resist our foul impulses. Oh, hey, let's see if we could ransom anybody. That's... Nope, literally nobody that we have in our dungeon right now is worth any money at all. Alright, so... Keep... Wants to keep uniting... Oh no, that's just a court here. That's not even uniting our dynasties. See, this is what confuses me, is when my monthly balance keeps bouncing between plus 60 and minus 40. That's what confuses me a lot about CK2. I know it's going to get better once we actually have our retinue rebuilt, but I don't know why it does that. I'm curious to know if that's a bug of some kind. I am content. Cool. Doing stuff with our friends. Let's check the ledger real quick. See how much of a hit we took to moral authority. Okay, we're still at 100. Aztec has bounced back up to 56, so we should still be converting their provinces en masse. My personal court chaplain is still doing, like, shit nothing, but we're used to that at this point. We'll just keep moving him around. Because, I mean, might as well. Alright, am I not doing this right? Proselytize. There you go. We'll just keep bouncing him around Wales until he actually does something. Cool. So, my vassal, the Queen of France, is trying to conquer some shit off of the Sultan, the Aztec King of Africa. So that's good. Yeah, I'll buy my wife a falcon. Why not? So I think our maximum retinue size right now... Yeah, we should have about 8.5 thousand when they're fully staffed. What do we need? We need a court physician. Okay, let's send for one. One of our magisters returns with news of an old nun with 16 learning. Sounds good. We'll make a donation and go into debt again for a long time. He's gonna have to learn on his own. SDN has finished his education in the ways of faith and become a dutiful cleric. Cool. Content or shy? I'd rather he become content. Cool, cool. I suppose we could, No, you can't have a reward. I suppose we could start declaring war to turn our viceroyalities back into kingdoms, but, yeah, cute budget deficit and shit like that. Yeah, okay, so it's like at the end of the month after I've paid my retinue upkeep, it says I'm making money, is what it seems like. But then the reality kicks in. But even then, it still doesn't make sense that I'm bouncing roughly around 0. Like, I should have stayed in debt if my balance was truly that far negative, but I don't know. I don't know. Escapades. Bitching about my escapades is the greatest pastime of all of my vassals. They just love to complain about my escapades. Oh, you and your escapades. So, yeah. Let's see, our threat down in the 80s. Hey, someone formed the Empire of Carpathia. Oh, it must be the, okay, yeah, that's... So the Aztec King of Africa has formed somehow the Kingdom of Carpathia, with its capital in Urbino, Italy. There's some nonsensical medieval geography for you. Ah, my apprentice died, and he was my steward, and he was the Viceroy of Wicca, so we have a lot of offices to hand out here. Wicca consists of this kid, who we will pass over because he's a kid. This guy, who despite being dull, has one of the highest stewardship stats in the realm. And he's content. Or this guy, who has terrible stats. So we're obviously going to give it to this dude. Grant Viceroyalty, Wicca, go for it. We're going to make Kristen of Foray, who has a crazy stewardship stat, our new steward. And we are going to appoint a new commander. He is Craven, so he is excluded. So Kristen, who is also our new steward. Sounds good. Maybe they will help us get out of debt. Maybe not. We'll find out. Peasants of Geneva are respecting my rule. Learn on his own. the King of Bavaria, who looks like a Mongol. He's actually monothelite German, but he must have Mongol ancestry. No, it looks like this family, yeah, they are descended from Mongols, but they've been German for several generations, so... He's joined the defensive pact against us. Is Bavaria, like, fully heretic now? Oh, yeah. The monothelites are gonna replace the Orthodox, I think, because that's like the only Orthodox kingdom that there is remaining of any size. You should be charitable, kid. Let's see. Oh yeah, I didn't appoint a new apprentice. So, Bishop of Landaf can be my new apprentice. And apparently there's a Muslim realm over here on the Elba. Apparently, yeah, Bedouin Shia vassal of the Kabid Sultanate. Okay, well, don't know how that happened, but good for them, I guess. Yeah. Let's see, I've inherited the Kingdom of Ireland, so we need a new viceroy for that. Alba has somehow taken over a huge amount of the land here. Is this the same guy? No, they just look exactly the same. But they're both kids, so I'd prefer not to give it to one of them. Do I also have Ulster to give out? Yes, I do. So there's this guy who has terrible stats and is inbred, or there's this guy who has much better stats but is ambitious. So terrible stats gets it. Oh, I have Meath to hand out as well. Let's see. Yep, you can have it. Meath is de jure owned by other people at this point, I think. Yeah, he's a vassal of Connacht. He's already Viceroy of the Isles, so you get it by default, it looks like. And... oh, fuck. He's ambitious. Damn it. Dumb guy, you are now the Viceroy of Ireland. Just because you're the one guy who's not ambitious that is in the running for it. Oh, okay. No, you can't have a reward. No one gets any rewards. We put a freeze on rewards. Apparently all of my commanders got fired or something? Or they all died at the same time? I don't know. You're Craven, so you don't get it. You can have it, though. And I need a designated regent. So, yeah, the Queen of Sweden. Why not? Great Holy War for Denmark. The almighty priest Ketelmund has decided that it's time to teach the Emperor Edward of the Holy Roman Empire and the believers of the dead crucified God another lesson in humility. Why do they want Denmark so bad? All free Aztec men are invited to participate. He still doesn't own any land, so we still can't just go siege his capital. But apparently Tlaloc is with them. So we're going to get ready to repel their attack. And there's a peasant revolt in Rem that we can go deal with real quick, it looks like. Which one of these guys was the direct leader? Yeah, this guy. We have a flanker. And we have an organizer.